So you have been building those cool AI agents with Webhook, and now anyone on the internet can just spam it. Runs up your AI costs and abuse it for fun. Not ideal, right? Now in this video, I'm about to show you 4 simple ways you can protect your webhook, starting from a simple email check to proper authentication that will make your workflow bulletproof. Let's get into it. Okay, before we jump into the video, let me just clear up something important about webhooks and their security, because there's a difference between how industry standards webhooks work versus what n8n gives you. So in real world, when you're receiving webhooks from services like Stripe, GitHub, or Shopify, they use something called signature verification to secure them. Here's how it works. When Stripe sends you a webhook, they take the entire request body, all the data they're sending, and run it through a cryptographic hash function using a secret key that only you and Stripe knows. This creates a unique signature, like a tamper-proof seal. They send this signature along with the webhook in a header using something like Stripe signature. On your server, you take the same request body, run it through the same hash function with the same secret key, and compare the signature to there. And if it doesn't match, then this might be a fake webhook or the data might got corrupted. This is industry level, and this is how the signature verification works to secure the webhooks. Now, here's where n8n is little different. What n8n calls a webhook is actually an HTTP endpoint. Basically, an endpoint that triggers your workflow. It doesn't have built-in signature verification like Stripe or GitHub does. Simple, right? But that also means if you expose your URL publicly without any protection, then literally anyone can trigger it. And if your workflow costs money to run, then all the best. Someone could just spam it and burn all your credits in minutes. Now the real question is, can you manually implement signature verification in n8n? Yes, absolutely. People do use code nodes where you calculate the hash yourself and compare it. But in most use cases, you don't need to go that deep. n8n gives you built-in authentication options that are way simpler. And today, I'm going to show you 4 different methods to secure your webhooks in n8n. Method 1. First free method. This is perfect if you're offering something for free for the very first time, like an AI automation consultant. By the way, I have uploaded a video on this AI automation consultant. You can click here and watch the full video. Here's how it works. Someone submits their email and gets their free cookie. But if they try to do it again with the same email, the workflow will stop them. Simple but efficient for preventing the spam from the same person. Let me walk you through this. The webhook comes in. We immediately check the email against the Google Sheet, where we store the email addresses that already have claimed it. The Google Sheet node just pulls all the emails, and this if node checks if the data already exists. If yes, then we send a response back to the same webhook saying you have already claimed this. If no, then we add the email to our sheet first and then proceed to the workflow. The logic is very simple, but the solution is foolproof, isn't it? Okay, for the method 2, now let's move towards what n8n is basically providing us. In the authentication dropdown, you can see this basic auth, probably the simplest real authentication you can add to a webhook. This is an example I made for you guys for better understanding. A simple webhook that receives the message, the AI agent processes it and sends back a response. That's it. In the webhook node, under the authentication, I'll just select basic auth. Set a username and a password. That's it. Now anyone calling this webhook must send this credential or they will get rejected. Let me show you in Postman. I'll just send a request without any authentication. See, 401 unauthorized. The workflow doesn't run. Now let's add the credentials. and boom, the request goes through. The AI processes it and sends my response back. Method 3 is header auth. This is what the most API uses. Same webhook, but I'll just switch to header auth. And I'll set a header name to this. And for the value, I'll just put 1234. Now only the request with exact header and the value will go through. Let's get back to our Postman. Send a request without a header. Again. Rejected. Now let's add the header. See, the workflow runs. The AI responded. Method 4 is the final boss, JWT authentication. So JWT basically stands for JSON Web Token. It sounds very complicated, but stick with me. Think of JWT like a concert wristband ticket. So when you buy a ticket, they, instead of giving a ticket, give you a wristband. All your info encoded in it. The security just can scan it and will get to know if it's valid or expired. Instead of just sending password every time, you get a token that proves you're authorized. The token has an expiration time and it's cryptographically signed, so it cannot be faked or edited. In the webhook node, I'll just enable the JWT authentication. n8n needs a key to verify the token. This is like the signature security uses to verify your wristband. I'll generate a secret key and paste it here. This never leaves your server. Now here's the thing, you don't manually set and create JWTs every time. You generate them. Maybe with a tool, maybe with a script, or maybe a workflow. You see, this is a token with my script key, and this token contains all this data. Save it, and let's go to Postman. Click on Auth, and from the drop down, select the bearer token. Now copy this token and paste it right here. And if you send the request now, you are in. So whenever your workflow is getting used, you're getting all the data, who is using the workflow and how many times it is getting used by them. And that's how you protect your webhooks. No more spam, no more surprise bills, and no more headache. And if it was helpful, drop a like and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next one.